This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
Well, g'day there, podcaster.
Welcome to Munged by Nagini in the Boathouse. Fun episode today. Ruined Belle's life. Ben witnessed super strength in... What were you doing there? Were you counting? Did you think you? It looks like you were counting the words in the podcast title to see if it was too long for your liking.
I was, and if I'm honest, too long.
Oh,
What's that from?
Liam said it when we were talking about the Harry Potter baby
How
stuff.
Snape died.
Oh.
I would like it to just be Munged by Nagini.
Okay. Well,
Lose in the boathouse.
Okay, I
Yeah, but
sometimes think it's funnier if it's
It's
longer.
like Cluedo. You know, they shot so-and-so in the something room.
Yeah.
So you what is it?
Munged by Nagini in the Boathouse.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Well,
that is how
look,
they died.
If it's 2 against 1, I'm willing to lay down my arms.
Okay, we'll enjoy
Put
the
in the
pod.
boathouse in brackets.
Okay, I'm gonna
Is that necessary?
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
Munged by Nagini in the boathouse.
In the
brackets,
boathouse.
In the Boathouse.
Yeah,
You
okay.
can then optionally read that if you
I
want.
think actually.
Yeah, it's an option.
I think I actually cooked it at the time and said pool house. Of course, there is no pool house in
Well, then we
Hogwarts,
have to
the
put-
boathouse.
AKA...
Put double brackets. Put Munged in the boathouse, bracket,
No.
Pool.
Munged by Nagini
bracket.
in the boathouse, and then FKA pool house.
Yeah, I like it.
The longest
I like
pod title
it.
ever.
I like it. Enjoy the pod. Liam, Belle, I could not believe my eyes last night. I popped to the shops, just went to Woolies, my local one, to grab a couple of things for dinner, and I was driving into the underground car park, right? And there was one way in, one way out. And as I was driving in, I noticed stuck at the boom gate was this elderly lady. I'm talking probably 75, 80 years old. And she obviously couldn't get out of the boom gate. I don't know why. Maybe she'd lost her ticket. Maybe the boom gate was actually broken, but she couldn't get out. And she must have been there for a long, long time because there was probably 100 cars behind her, like backed up as far as the eye could see, wrapped around. It was causing absolute chaos in the car park.
She was actually 37 when she got to that boom gate. That's how long she'd been there.
And so I was driving in and the car in front of me stopped to talk to her, which is nice, try to, see if they could figure it out with her. And so the car in front of me stopped, which meant I had to stop, which meant the car behind me had to stop. And the man in the car behind me got out of his car. And he was a normal-looking average man size-wise.
Never get out of the car. I think we've said
Do
this on
not
this
leave
show
your
before.
vehicle.
Do not leave your vehicle. Nothing is important enough for you to get out of the car.
He got out of his car and as casual as brushing your teeth in the morning, walked over to the boom gate. He didn't lift it up. He ripped it off the hinges.
What?
This man was the Incredible Hulk.
What?
And he ripped the boom gate towards him on a 90-degree angle and bent it off the hinges.
No.
And then
Free parks for everyone!
and then said to the old lady who was shook,
Yeah.
said, "There you go, sweetheart." And he got back in his car and drove into the car
Good
park.
on ya.
He
Is it like one of those
I-
secret boom gates that's actually made of foam so that if
It
people
was metal.
do go into it...
It was metal. And I thought it was wild because I saw him get out of his car and he zigged when I thought he was going to zag because I thought he was going to lift it up, but he pulled it towards him.
Oh,
Man, knowing
whoa.
you would have sat there being like, damn it, I should have done that.
Yeah, I was like, I wish I did that. I thought it was the most crazy thing I've ever seen that he bent it off the hinges.
Yeah, that's badass. I wish someone did that to me the other day. My parents were over and like Dad and I were at the shops, and he was like, "Oh, you're gonna pay for parking?" And I was like, "Okay, old man. Like, I'll just use my phone to pay wave it at the gate." And he's like, "Oh, sometimes they don't have that." And I'm like, "I haven't been to a car park in like 5 years that doesn't have that." And I was sort of berating him for being old. And sure enough, like we got to the gate and he was like, there was no pay wave. And I'm like, this never happens. And then it's the thing when as soon as people start lining up behind you,
stress.
and then some people just hold horns and you're like, I'm clearly having a problem here right now. And so then like he had to run out and then I was like just doing the sorry hand as he was like running and getting the ticket.
For holiday accommodation more comfy than your old trackies, jump on the What If app. With hotels, holiday rentals, holiday parks and more, find the perfect fit for holiday you.
Book your getaway on the What If app. What if it's Aussie for travel?
Belle, you don't know what Ben and I are about to talk about, do you?
No, and I'm really scared.
And you're normally scared and we say, hey, it's nothing.
Yeah.
But off the top, I just want to say that we're sorry for this one, okay? Because you are...
Bloody hell, what have you done?
You are going to absolutely hate the topic.
Belle looks like she's about to explode.
Belle, you do look like you're about to explode.
Yeah, no.
Have you gone to an abattoir or something?
No, that's horrible.
No.
That's insane.
Yeah, on behalf of me, Liam, the rest of the show, we are very sorry for what we've done for the entertainment of Melbourne.
Shit, what have you done?
So
No, you've put some friggin' billboard up or something, haven't you?
No, Belle, no. Most teen girls idolise Justin Bieber or One Direction. For you, Belle, it was something different, something unique. It was an Australian radio show. I think we've spoken about this briefly on air before.
Yeah.
What were you obsessed with growing up, Belle?
I idolised the Hamish and Andy show a lot.
Yes,
You-
and a lot of Australians do. I mean, it's really is top tier,
That's
isn't
the
it?
thing. They're icons. Everyone loves them. They've done a fantastic job, obviously. But yeah, they're the reason that I decided at like 10 years old that I was like, radio,
Which
baby.
is sweet. And now you're working in radio, and we love you and we're proud of you. We're giving you lots of compliments because we're sorry for what we're about to say.
You say idolised, we say obsessed. Like it was borderline obsessed, some of the stuff you were doing.
Think of the girls like One Direction and the Justin Bieber fangirls. It was like that.
Is it true that you ran the Hamish and Andy fan club? And obviously they've got Cackling Jack, and now he presses the buttons for them. Back in the day it was Giggling Ben, and your username was giggling_Belle.
Yeah, that was it.
Is it true that in your childhood bedroom, which is the bedroom you're currently staying in,
Yeah.
you have got posters of Hamish and Andy just plastered across your walls?
They're still there, yeah.
Belle, at this point I'm going to ask you a question. What is your worst fear in the entire world?
Probably what you're doing right now.
Talking about it? I think there's a deeper fear.
Ben, can you please get a photo up on that screen for us?
Belle, could you imagine if Hamish or Andy actually saw your bedroom?
Oh my God!
We went to your house yesterday and showed Andy around your bedroom.
Is that photoshopped?
No, it's real.
no. That's Andy Lee in your childhood bedroom, standing next to one of the 8 posters you have of him, and the custom-made Hamish and Andy T-shirt, which is hanging on the door. Belle, you started screaming, "Oh my God!" like you were quite excited to see Andy in your room, but now I can actually see you're crying. How are you feeling at the moment?
It's not Photoshop.
It's not Photoshop.
And
no.
I can assure you, in the photo, he's kind of smiling, but 95% of the time he wasn't smiling. He was genuinely pretty creeped out.
We called for this one. There's a lot of emotions happening for Belle at the moment. She's completely locked up. Are you happy, scared, sad? How are you feeling?
My mum there?
No, your mum did leave a key out for us.
She was in
though.
on it,
She
yeah.
was in on this.
Did she tidy my room?
No, I did try and kick some knickers under the bed before Andy got in, but
Yeah, we cleaned
I
up.
had shit lying
it
everywhere
Yeah.
was the
it was
most
messy.
disgusting room I've ever seen.
because I didn't think anyone was going in there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And
Hang on, was it tidy when you went in there with him?
not at
No.
all. Not at all.
Why would you do this?
Well,
We're not going to clean your room for you, Belle.
we're not your mum.
No, you were bringing Andy in there.
Okay.
What the
On Nova 100, you are here with Ben, Liam, and Belle.
point of this?
Belle's childhood heroes, Hamish and Andy.
Hang on.
We took Andy Lee into her childhood bedroom, which is very much a Hamish and Andy shrine. And you're going to hear us going through it with Andy next live on Nova.
Melbourne's Ben, Liam and Belle.
Belle is still wiping away the tears. I hope happy tears.
Absolutely not.
Because-
It's the worst thing you've ever done to me. And you've done some heinous shit. shit.
Belle was and is obsessed with Hamish and Andy. Her entire
wrong with
room
you?
is a shrine to them. And so we
Can you
organised.
take that photo down,
So
please?
I'm going to leave it up there.
I hate
we
it.
organised Andy Lee to go on a tour around your bedroom.
There is a video up on the Ben, Liam and Belle Instagram now that you can check out if you are interested in seeing
If you want
Belle's,
to see Belle's dirty
No,
room,
Bell's
don't.
childhood
No,
room.
No,
It's already up there.
already
I'm
up there.
sorry.
No.
Well, so just imagine we're in there. Andy Lee's pulled up. This is the house that Belle lived in growing up. We had to really say to him, like, dude, I know you're going to think we set this up, but like this is legit the room. There's Hamish and Andy posters everywhere. There's 15-year-old merchandise, gravy chips. There's coasters, fake pins. This place is full of Hamish and Andy memorabilia. It's honestly impressive, Belle. It's kind of like a museum of all their work. And
I can't believe you found the book.
the first thing we showed Andy was a school project you did on them that we found under your bed. So this is Belle's childhood room. Welcome.
Holy moly. Hamish and Andy, successful radio.
Ah, yes. So this was her term 4 project. If you would like to go through that one.
Would you like to read a few excerpts or?
Not really. For people who to describe this, it's got the cutout lettering from the newspaper, which is normally reserved for serial killers and uni bombers. But
Belle was under the desk.
It's the worst thing you've ever done.
It's cute. I think he found it nice. Next up, we moved over to the giant wooden object, which was covered by a blanket in the corner of the room. And we ripped that blanket off and revealed to Andy Lee what was underneath. Andy, are you ready for the piece de resistance?
The magnum opus.
I feel like I've had too much. Oh my gosh!
Handcrafted table.
A handcrafted table with Hamish and Andy articles underneath the glass top.
Sturdy woodwork from one Belle Jackson.
Oh, this is the cat's on it and about to do a poo in it, which I think is about the level of respect it deserves.
I'm so mortified.
Your cat Gary got to meet him.
Great.
I thought Andy Lee would have a little bit of a laugh, but I think he was genuinely rattled by a childhood bedroom by the end. Belle is going to die. Like she's actually going to die when she sees this video.
Yeah, and I'll never see her again, just for my own safety.
Oh, how we laughed.
It is. This is cold. I am sorry, Belle, but I will tell you one thing. It's not all bad, okay? Because Andy Lee is a nice man and he respects his fans. And as you'll see at the end of the video that we've posted on the Ben, Liam and Belle Instagram, to settle a bit of a dream of yours as a child, Andy got naked.
Oh, yeah, haha.
No, he actually did get naked and got into your bed. He had a roll around in your...
weird.
No, Andy was naked in your bed. I'm not even kidding. We've just showed Belle a little video of it.
His blanket is covering most of it, but genuinely he's nude in that
Why
bed.
is he amazing?
Well, we thought it'd be a nice idea, you know.
No,
like,
you need to understand.
Well,
I'm not 15. I'm not like...
I know, but he said, do you think she ever had dreams about me in here? And we said, yeah, probably. So then he got naked and got into your bed to sort of settle a score, which now you're happy again. See, Belle, so all this had a reason.
This is so cooked on so many levels.
Also, I think he's going to join us tomorrow on the show.
Clear the air.
Clear the air.
I never want to face him.
No,
Well, it's booked in.
He's not, because the 100's on, so he's going to be, we'll talk about the 100 a little bit, and then you can maybe just
Talk
explain.
about your bedroom.
Maybe you can explain that wooden table you made.
There's no explanation.
That I Heart Hamish and Andy t-shirt. You should wear that tomorrow for the interview with Andy. That'll look cool. You obviously made that homemade.
Instagram, Ben, Liam and Belle. The video is up there now if you want to go and check it out. Go there before Belle makes us take it down.
There's zero reason.
No, it's to promote the 100.
Oh, is it? Is it?
Yeah.
It's 610. Hallelujah, it's 610.
Harry in Dixon's Creek, how was your weekend?
Good, lovely.
Oh, wonderful. Well, let's see if we can make your week even better and win you Nova's First Class and 50K. You're already in the draw. If you win the 16 quiz, to be clear, you're not getting first class flights for you and 3 friends to wherever you want to go in the world. You're just getting to pick the next song we play. Just wanted to clear that at the top. Well, let's kick into it. Labor won the election in New South Wales on the weekend. Does Victoria have a Labor or a Liberal government?
Labor.
Correctamundo. It's Grand Prix week here, in Melbourne. Can you spell Grand Prix?
Yes, I can. Do you want me to?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I just wanted to know if you could or not.
We will take your word for it. And for the rest of the quiz, we will take what you say on face value. We will not need to dig any deeper.
No, Harry, you are going to have to spell it. Go for it.
GRANDPRIX.
Very good. Daniel Radcliffe and his partner expecting their first child together. Which character does Harry Potter have kids with?
Shoot.
You can just say you know, and then we'll take your word for it if you want.
What's her name? Oh, no.
Oh, sorry, Harry.
Sorry, Harry. You're even named after the main character. Lara joins us now.
Hagrid?
What? Oh.
We were doing a bit of a
I was
bit.
being silly.
He's being silly, like a hippogriff after drinking too much butterbeer. Where am I flying? We're Harry Potter fans. Which character does Harry Potter have kids with, Lara?
I have no idea.
You don't know?
Hermione.
No! Rose with Hermione.
You know what, Lara? I don't know either.
Gross.
So
They're
good.
just friends.
13 24 10 is our number. 13 24 10 if you want to play the 610 quiz. Hopefully Nicole knows the answer. Good morning, Nicole. Which character does Harry Potter have kids with?
Is it Ginny?
Yeah, durr. Extra points if you can name the name of the kids. Severus Albus Potter, doesn't matter. Anyway, congrats
after
to...
Snape?
Yeah, because do you know that Snape was actually a good guy the whole time, Bill?
Yeah, no, I do that. Plot twist.
Yep.
So then why were you surprised he named his kid Snape?
I don't know, just, after everything else that he did, I probably wouldn't name my kid after him.
Yeah,
and the vibe
Yeah, but he got
in
killed.
general.
He got munged to death by Nagini in the pool house.
Oh, don't spoil it. All right, next question.
You've had long enough to get around the franchise, you know what I mean? Anyway, congrats to Royston. How exciting, winning Australian Idol last night. We were all watching. Can you name any other winner of Australian Idol, Nicole?
Oh, my goodness.
What a hard question.
No, I can't think.
You can't
Sorry.
think of one single person who won Australian Idol ever.
Oh, sorry, Nicole.
Paige from Werribee. It's a slow morning. I mean, can you tell us one person? It's not hard.
Guy Sebastian.
Yeah, the OG. I mean, you'd think
Yeah.
that's like the obvious one, right? We would would have taken Wes Carr, Stan Walker, Casey Donovan.
Shannon Knoll was on the tip of my tongue, but we all know that wasn't
Well, that's
right.
it. He was robbed.
The real winner.
Damien Leaf. He won one. Well, happy birthday. And Royston now got his name up in lights next to those big names. Happy birthday, Fergie. 48 today. Last question, Paige. Finish these lyrics.
And big girls don't cry.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
We should have played Royston's new song to see if anyone could finish the lyrics.
We all know the lyrics to that one. That's too easy.
Paige, thanks for playing. You're
all right.
you're in the draw for Nova's first class and 50K.
Perfect.
So, yeah, make sure you stay by your phone because Ricky Lee, Tim Joel could be calling you at some point. You also get to pick the next song we play. So would you like to hear this one this morning?
You can love me.
Where did that one get through the keeper?
Axel Whitehead, he was also on Australian Idol.
Yeah, I know.
So we
Can
thought
we
this
play
would...
some Fergie? Some big girls don't cry?
Yeah, well.
Oh, well,
I'm
I
with
mean,
you there,
so
Paige.
okay, so I suppose, yeah.
I don't know when the Axel conversation was had,
Well,
but I
look,
wasn't around for that.
Would you
Isn't he
rather...
problematic? Isn't he cancelled?
Yeah, he did get his pen out at the Arias. Axel Whitehead.
remember?
He got his little Axel Whitehead out. Yeah.
Wow. Well, look, Paige, you won the quiz, so you get to choose.
I would love to hear Fergie.
All right, great.
And a boarding announcement for anybody flying today with Jetstar. If you have have a flight booked today with Jetstar flying out of Melbourne Airport. There are reports that Jetstar flights are being cancelled left, right and centre this morning, so definitely check the status of your flight.
Imagine if you were like in an Uber or a cab or something, like listening to the radio at the moment, like you've got your flight for today and like, damn it, really?
Hang on. So, I mean, Jetstar cancelling flights isn't that uncommon. Is this like...
We're talking en masse.
Right.
So there are reports that flights all today are being cancelled. This is just what's coming out of Melbourne Airport at the moment. There's different talks of the reason why. We're joined by Luke now, who is at the airport. Good morning, Luke.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So you had a flight this morning, Luke, that's been cancelled?
Yes, it has been cancelled. Multiple flights here have been cancelled due to other reasons. We're hearing that there's flights from bird strikes, engineering issues, and also staffing strikes.
Oh, a strike's never good, is it?
I was like, who's that? Who's that voice of that man? I'm like, that's an announcement happening behind you. Yeah, I'm like, you're not lying, are you? Are you on a flight? Is that the captain speaking? No,
So
that's the
what's
airport.
the vibe
voice.
like at the airport, Luke? Is it a bit of chaos? Is everyone being like calm? What's going on?
A lot of chaos, a lot of lines, a lot of people trying to book hotels and rooms, refunds. People just don't know what's going on at the moment. There's just, a long lines and long waits for everybody today.
Luke, is it kicking off a bit? Is there a bit of tension running high? I'd imagine if you're like, hey, we can't get you on a flight until tomorrow, people are starting to get a little agitated.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a few older ladies that are a bit agitated that they need to get home to see their kids and stuff like that, but there's nothing really Jetstar can do to help at the moment.
So what about the other airlines? Are people running over to the desks and looking at Virgin and stuff, or are they all booked?
Virgin and Qantas aren't fully booked, but if you're willing to pay, I think Qantas was $972 for a one-way flight.
Oh, man.
They got a captive audience.
Like, what reasoning does a flight suddenly need to be $900 for a seat?
Supply and
Like, what?
demand.
That's wild.
Shareholders. That's wild.
Okay, so
Look at us, business. If you want to talk about profits and shareholders a little longer, Belle, you can listen to Ben and myself's podcast, which we are about to release.
Money Boys.
It's called Money Boys, yeah.
PSA this morning for anybody planning a flight out of Melbourne Airport. Definitely check your boarding pass, because there are reports that, Jetstar flights are being cancelled.
So Alan Joyce can line his pockets.
Yeah, you'll hear more about it in Money Boys later on today. I'd imagine there's a lot of smug Rex flyers this morning, isn't there? Like, oh, yes. Oh, you pay us out, don't you? But look who's getting to their destination this morning. Over the weekend, Rihanna was proposed to. Not by the father of her child, A$AP Rocky. No, by a random South Carolina man who travelled 3,847 Ks across America to her Beverly Hills mansion. Got down on one knee, proposed, swiftly arrested. Some people say stalkerish. I say shoot your shot, king.
Don't encourage that.
I say rude boy.
Chains and whips excite him too. He thought he'd give it a crack, and obviously it didn't work out well for him. He's now in prison.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe he drove all that way, got there, got down on one knee, proposed, and maybe she would have said yes.
Maybe she just would have been like, this is the kind of rude boy I've been looking for.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, A$AP Rocky has been a bit of a rude boy at points. He's ended up in prison from like bashing people up in Europe and that sort of stuff.
She likes a bad boy.
She does.
So,
She does. She likes him rude.
Well, now this guy's in prison. Maybe she'll start to like him.
Who knows? Why don't we do this morning? 13, 24, 10. Failed proposals.
Ooh.
You don't hear about them very often. I mean, normally you get to know someone before you get down on one knee.
Yeah, so preferably we don't want someone that's rocked up to a celebrity's house or, a random's house.
Yeah, don't call up if you're like, I proposed to the girl from Home and Away. I just got down on one knee.
Imagine if you were at like a beach or a nice restaurant and you witnessed a failed proposal.
Because when they're coming as well, it's sort of a bit of a stir, and there's body language, and I've seen proposals happen on the beach and that sort of stuff before. Never seen a failed one. That's it. Even if you've witnessed one, it doesn't have to be you. If you've witnessed one, or best case scenario,
you were involved.
Whether you said no or you were the one who got on a knee.
Katie in Parkdale, did you have a failed proposal?
Well, good morning. Yes, I do.
Ooh.
And it's kind of become a bit of a story amongst our family. Okay. However, me and my partner were happily travelling through China, or we'd done a big trip anyway. We're in Beijing, and it was a wet day, and we're under an umbrella, and it was all, quite lovely. And he, said, okay, I think, how about we get married? We've been together for a while, and it was really quite nice. However, the lead up to the trip, he'd been unemployed, and I looked at him, and God love his heart, I said, yeah, look, no. My answer is no. I'll think about it, go home and get a job.
Yeah, right. Okay. And you're like, you're coming off like Centrelink here, Katie, please.
I know, a little bit harsh. However, anyway, we get home, and then years later, and we didn't talk about it. It was not something that either of us clearly wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
And then years down the track, we're thinking, we're still together, okay, thinking about starting a family. And so then I proposed to him.
Oh, sweet,
and
Katie.
I know. I thought so too. However, he said no.
That's awesome. He's like, bloody oath, got your back. I was waiting 6 years for that one.
I don't even like it. It's just a long play.
Just wanted to cancel mine out so it was less weird.
And so then what happened, Katie?
I know. So years later, and it's actually quite funny because I do forget that we're still not married. And it came up on the weekend, and someone said to us, oh, so you guys aren't married, and tell us about that. So we had to tell the story again. So the story goes, he proposed, I said no. I proposed, he said no. And we now are at a stalemate where no one is game.
That's a fascinating story, Katie. My question is, the original proposal where he proposed to you and you said no, go home and get a job. Did he go home and get a job?
Yes, he did.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he just wasn't game enough to ask again. He was waiting for you to
He's
say.
too rattled.
Well, I mean, it seems like you're happy, I suppose, Katie. I mean, no need to make it a fish if you don't need to.
It seems like you need a third party, Katie, as well. It seems like you need somebody else to step in now.
Well, it's at the moment it's 1-1. And you know what I mean? Like, it's sort of no one wants to go down 2-1, and I get that. And that, you'd rather end with a draw.
I kind of want Katie to call her partner on the radio to ask.
Katie, would you propose?
No,
this morning?
that cannot happen.
Oh, okay. No, you don't want to go down 2-1. I know your game. Yeah, I get it.
Everybody is on. Josh Daicos.
Oh, Joshy Daicos, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Morning, guys. Thanks for having me once again. That song's like my morning shot of espresso.
Well, I'm sure you don't need extra pep in your step coming in here this morning, Ben, being a Port fan after the damage you did on Saturday afternoon. My goodness.
Look, I didn't want to be the one to bring it up, but yes, now that you've brought it up, it was a good day Saturday. Ben was talking a lot of crap on
he was
last week, so it was good to shut him up and get the 4 points.
I also went to the game, and it got to the point where it was boring because you guys were just
100%.
like, you know what I mean? Like I as a bit of a neutral, I like a bit of a close game, and I was like, wow, this is just a demolition job.
Obviously taking absolutely nothing away from you guys because you guys were on, it looked amazing, you were sharp. But do you think Port Adelaide just fell asleep out there? Like from when you were on the field, like did you notice a change?
It was strange. I watched them play the week before at home versus Brisbane, and they played really well.
Yeah.
And really strong side, and looked like they bounced back from a few of their struggles last season. But it was a different team. We played on Saturday. I'm not too sure what happened, but to our boys, we played really well, and everything kind of went our way. And you don't usually have those days in football too often.
Yep.
And I haven't experienced too many of them, but it was a great win.
So after a win like that, Josh, so that's on Saturday, do you then go out that night, or do you watch the footy for the rest of the weekend? What do you do for the rest of the weekend?
Yeah, you can, but I think our schedule, the first 10 weeks of the season, we've been given one less day's rest than the opposition. So as a group, we've kind of, focusing on recovery, getting our bodies right. It's a 6-day break, playing Richmond this Friday night. So I just went out for a few cheeky slices of pizza Saturday night. And they were bloody good.
Where's your local haunt? Like, where's the best pizza?
I went to Joanne's in Carlton for the first time, and it was beautiful. Like, the pizza was amazing.
I feel like your mind would be blown if you've gone to the footy, right, and you've watched your favourite team. You can still get your scarf on, and you're a bit blind and whatnot, and you're like, Josh, no, pizza over there. Like, you wouldn't be able to process it.
I reckon it was a little bit for you, like training cones, because I reckon by the third quarter you were just showing off. Like when I think it was the third quarter, it was you, Pendlebury, then to your brother, and then Pendlebury did the handball over his head, the no look over the head handball, and then your brother slotted it for a goal. Like, are you practicing that at training? What's going on there?
Absolutely, we are. No, it's unbelievable. I think, I watched the play and first of all, the ball stayed in when it shouldn't have. Everyone thought it was out of bounds. Everyone stopped and then soon enough realised. And then, like you said, Pendles' handball was quite amazing. Clearly his basketball background kicked in and, Nick was never going to miss that after that handball.
Are you starting to whisper to your brother now? Because it feels like everyone's starting to go like, Brownlow favourite. Like, are you getting that in his head? Like, are you stirring him up about that? Or is anyone talking about that at the club?
Yeah, we've got a few of our mates in our friendship group that early in the pre-season always joke about it. But now I think he moved into the favourite for the Brownlow.
He's red hot.
Yeah, the pressure's on for him. But no, he's had a great start to the season. Like all the boys, it's helped we're winning. But yeah, he's flying at the moment and he's just loving being out there with the boys.
Well, Port Adelaide wasn't the only power outage over the weekend. How about the lights at the Gabba? Has that like ever happened before? I was like watching it and I was like, what happens now?
I've never seen it.
That shouldn't happen, right?
Especially with the light on fire.
There was a light on fire. Yeah.
Well, that's why it cut out. It short-circuited. There was one light on fire, which is incredible.
I wasn't watching live because I was in bed nice and early to make sure we beat the power. But woke up in the morning to it and I couldn't believe even the delay, and then they continued the game. Bit of a strain, and a lot of the fans stayed. Credit to them. So good on to the Lions fans over there.
Do you watch much footy on the telly when you're not playing, or is that like homework for you?
I do. I watched Thursday night till halftime on Friday night.
Yeah.
We played early Saturday Arvo. I watched a couple games at Arvo, just whilst chilling.
Yeah.
But Sunday I like to relax. Day after a game, we're all pretty exhausted. Kind of need that balance.
It sort of separates the cat amongst the pigeons as well, because I mean, when Port destroyed Brisbane, you made a joke out of Port, and then Brisbane beat your team, Melbourne, Belle. I mean, what does it say about the Demons this season? I mean, it's like we've got Collingwood up here, and we got Melbourne sort of flopping around there. They don't really know what they're doing.
Well, looking forward, so this Friday night against Richmond, how are you feeling? Is this week going to be absolutely hectic for you?
Yeah, it will be. It will obviously be almost like round one again. Collingwood-Geelong was a huge match, 86,000 fans there, and there were plenty of times where we'd all look at one another and just in disbelief of the atmosphere, and I'm pretty sure that this Friday night will be really similar, and Richmond are going really well, had a nice win against Adelaide in Adelaide, so I'm sure they'll be ready to go.
Well, there you go. The Magpies take on Richmond this Friday night at the G. Mate, I'll be supporting you out there with your green birds. You looked good on the weekend. I was enjoying it.
All the best, mate. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Harry Potter is having a baby. Well, Daniel Radcliffe is expecting his first child
Please don't use his real name. I just prefer it when we call him Harry Potter.
Oh, no. No, he's a real person.
Oh, yeah, he's a
Liam.
real actor now. He's done the Weird Al Yankovic biopic.
And he did December Boys. Great film.
Strange that Harry Potter was doing a Weird Al biopic.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a weird space for Harry Potter, I thought. For the
Stick to magic, mate.
For the boy wizard. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I watched that whole film. Didn't see Hermione once.
I slept on this one, though. So he's been with his girlfriend for a decade.
I
They've been
did not
together.
know that either.
Yeah.
I honestly I assumed he was single.
Solo. Yeah, it's weird.
Apart from the Ginny love affair.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, okay.
She also looks really tall, but I think he's really short.
He's tiny. If you haven't seen any photos, highly recommend Googling Daniel Radcliffe and his partner, Erin.
But he can talk to snakes. So,
Liam.
He speaks Parseltongue, Belle, so it all evens out in the wash, doesn't it?
So it's their first child that they're expecting together, and it has been confirmed. And also he's said that he won't let his future children get into acting and into Hollywood because he doesn't want them to have the childhood fame that he did.
Belle, what do you think the baby's Patronus charm will be?
Oh, my God.
Probably a stag like his father's, I'd imagine.
Probably.
I wonder if he'll be given a dragon string wand from Ollivander.
Well, hang on. Wait. Is the kid a mudblood?
Well, yeah, I suppose
I
technically.
guess.
So that's pretty good,
I know
Belle.
Harry Potter.
So obviously, Albus Severus is his son in the movies, named after two former headmasters of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I'm even nerding out so much. I'm mumbling my words. I wonder if he'll pick a different headmaster. Fitherly Undercliffe, who was the headmaster in 1531, perhaps.
Okay, now you're going over my head.
Oh, well, you got to be around the law. Well, Ben, myself, and Belle were all glued to the TV last night for the finale of Australian Idol. All 2 hours of it.
Sorry, Nana. I can't be there for your 90th birthday. Oz Idol's on.
What was your favourite, Belle? Was it sort of just after the hour 50 mark, or where did you sort of start enjoying it more?
Yeah, no, it was favourite at the start. You know, I had to get my texts in early, pay that 55-cent charge to send my text through to vote.
Were they still doing it like that?
No, I don't think so.
Well,
no, if they were, that would be actually a good play by them.
Well, Royston must have got the most texts because Royston took it out in the end from Far North Queensland. Bit of drama, though, for Royston because, you know how they sing their sort of winning song at the end of Aus Idol. They've been doing that for years, since it started in 2003. And he forgot the lyrics in his song at one point.
To his own hit single?
Yeah.
In this moment, I thought, I made it. I saw the walls I had to climb and then I faced it. What? That is me. But I can't.
It comes into the chorus.
Either that or I don't know. I suppose emotions are running high if you've just won the competition. It seemed like he might have forgotten the lyrics.
That sounds like me every time I sing a song I don't forget the words to, and then I sing under my breath. I don't quite know.
And I don't want the world. You come back in for the big bit. And that wasn't the only controversial thing that stood out last night on the finale of Australian Idol. Young Phoebe, who was very much the Shannon Knoll of this season. She sort of didn't quite. She was a runner-up. She accidentally stacked it down the stairs. Now, it's quite a stack. She goes down like 4 or 5 stairs. Visually, it's pretty hectic. She's okay. The audio wasn't great, I'm not going to lie. So I have asked audio man Scudder in the booth to beef it up.
Pinpoint the moment she falls.
Well, no, I've just asked to beef it up a little bit for radio
because it's
purposes.
an audio medium.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's listen to it.
You're right.
Sounds like she fell off the stage.
Hang on. Aside from the hectic glass smash, there's a part where someone goes, Phoebe!
No, Phoebe, that's real. Someone was like, Phoebe! The scream, I don't believe is real. It does sound like she's been hit by a car, yeah.
You're right.
Is that Scott
And then,
Tweedy?
Scott Tweedy's getting in Phoebe's ear. She's 15. She's falling down 4 stairs. She's just like, you're right, get up. Now she actually tries to run off because I think she's embarrassed. And he's like whispering in her ear, the show goes on, Phoebe. The nation's watching. People have sent their texts in. Get down there. Sing your song next to Royston.
Poor girl. That would be mortifying. Is that why she didn't win?
That is so embarrassing.
Yeah, well, you know what it is. It's a fat stack.
Fat stacks, fall on the floor. Fat stacks, your body's sore. Fat stacks, give us a call. Fat stacks, oh.
13 24 10. If you've had a fat stack, give us a buzz.
Phoebe's on the line. Phoebe, you're right.
Phoebe is not the only one that's had an embarrassing tumble in front of some people.
Look, we've all had fat stacks in the past, and if you get in touch, you'll be in the draw for Nova's first class and 50K.
Fat stacks, fall on the floor. Fat stacks, your body's sore. Fat stacks, give us a call. Fat stacks, oh.
Ali from Donnybrook, tell us about your fat stack.
Good morning, guys. It wasn't me. It was actually my sister. She was basically running down an escalator trying to catch up to her friends in like knee-high boots. She really hurt herself. She was limping for a couple of weeks, but yeah, she her heels just couldn't grip the escalator, so she's fallen over and landed on her bottom, and I'm pretty sure she rolled an ankle in there because she was limping for a while.
Yeah.
Ali, did she knock a few people down as she went down?
Look, we actually have the recording, and no, it wasn't that good. But yeah, no, it was just herself.
That's scary though, falling down an escalator, because they're very sharp, and 2, they're quite steep.
Sandy in Mornington, you had a fat stack.
I did. It was a long time ago, but I'll never forget it. It was, I was walking home with my first boyfriend, and you're trying to be cool, and we had to go across like a golf course and then up the side of an oval to go across it. And it had been quite wet and muddy, and as I got to the top, my feet just slipped from under me, and I literally face down just slid to the bottom of this embankment, and I was like, I had face on my mud. And the worst part was he didn't even laugh. It was just horrendous.
Oh, Sandy.
Also funny how you said face on my mud.
Okay, Liam.
It was
but the good thing
other
for
way,
Sandy
of
is then you can be the damsel in distress in that instance in your date, and he can come in and pick you up, and then it's, beautiful moments.
Sandy, now that's the second most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you because you said face on my
so
mud.
immature.
To think that you telling that story, you thought this is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me, and you managed to top it. But thank you for joining us.
Melinda in Hampton Park, good morning. What was your fat stack?
How are you?
Good.
This is when you could actually ride bikes on the footpath back in the day.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd be really cool and healthy and ride myself to work, and I had to get the train on the bike. So I was riding around. There's a lot of people that go to the station, and I'm riding and going around them thinking I'm doing all right. And I actually went around this one person, and I got my front wheel stuck between the grass and the cement.
Oh.
And then I actually got myself up onto the cement, but I was wobbling so much, and then I actually tumbled on the bike and stacked on the cement. And this poor guy, I'll never forget his face. He looked at me because he didn't know whether to laugh or actually help me out, but it was quite hilarious.
Yeah.
I would have looked absolutely funny.
That happens with a fat stack sometimes.
Yeah.
It can be very confusing. Are we done with these, or we've got two?
Got heaps more to go to.
All right.
We can go to Jess.
Jenny,
Yeah, let's try another one.
Albert.
Try another one. Jenny, good morning. Tell us about your fat stack.
Hello. Good morning. Look, yes, mine again was sort of many years ago when debutante balls were the fashion, and you had to come down the stage, down a series of stairs to be greeted by, society. And my mother had always said to me, now don't fall down the stairs. And sure enough, on the night in front of a whole town hall full of people, I fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
Fat stacks. Fall on the floor. Fat stacks. Your body's sore. Fat stacks. Give us a call. Fat stacks. Oh.
Do you think stacks are funnier when you can see them?
Yeah, so now what I've realised is when you do this on air, we just know where the story's going to go every time. And I fell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of lifetime critique on it.
I didn't think they were
It's a
that
bit of a
bad.
fat
No, I
stack
didn't
of
know
a-
that bad.
Fat stack of talkback.
I enjoyed them.
I think we can all agree the intro was the strongest part of this.
I think Libby's fall was
unless
the best.
Jess from Cooey Rupp can resurrect the segment. What do you reckon, Jess? Have you got a fat stack that's going to blow us away?
I've got a bit of a stack.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, all right, go for it.
Go on. Why are you here?
We were at a family funeral, and it was a really hot day, and we were standing up the back of the chapel, and it was packed as. And all of a sudden, I just let out a squeak, just fainted, smashed my head on the back of a rendered wall, and woke up getting stripped off on the front lawn of John Ellison Monkhouse, the funeral director that backs onto the Springdale Road.
Why were you getting stripped off? What?
Because I was that hot. I was that hot right over here.
Okay.
I fainted,
Took a dark turn, yeah.
and yeah, they thought that would be the easiest way to cool me down.
Oh, my God.
Or was it a funeral home, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
maybe
was
they
like,
just
we were
thought,
like in
all
a
right,
chapel.
here's our next customer.
Yeah. Well, look,
Strip you
Jess,
off, pop you in.
out of all the stories, yours is my favourite. So well done.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
Ben, Liam, did you see Kanye West's post on the weekend?
I thought it was a joke. I was like, oh, yeah, this is just like a meme. And then I looked Kanye West up on Instagram and was like, oh, no, that's his actual post. Like, he's actually written that.
I was confused because I was seeing all these TikToks about Kanye West, and then I was like, I didn't get it. And then I was confused, and then I went on his Instagram, and then I got it.
Yeah, so let's kick this off by, if you don't know, Kanye West has basically been heavily cancelled over the last year to 2 years. A lot of different reasons, but the biggest one is his views on Jewish people and his anti-Semitic views. So he has gone publicly on TV shows, social media. He's been banned on social media for his hate speech.
Oh, he's the worst. And look, obviously, great musician, but, those sorts of comments are not on. And, when, Adidas are like, we're not touching this, we're cutting ties. They've got, millions of dollars of Yeezy shoes that they just have in a warehouse somewhere because they can't move because they want to distance themselves from the guy. But it turns out they could all be a thing of the past because Kanye has changed his mind on the whole Jewish thing.
He thinks it's that easy, but it's not. You can't just post a post saying, you know what, it's all good and everyone's going to love you again. That's what he's trying to do. So if you haven't seen over the weekend, all over his socials, he posted just a picture of 21 Jump Street.
And my partner, he want to see the product when he talking. My name is Jeff. It's Hefe, man.
Great film. 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street. Fantastic. So he's
Of course,
watched
Channing
them.
Tatum, Jonah Hill.
Yeah. So he's watched them. He's posted just the movie poster of it and said, watching Jonah Hill in 21 Jump Street made me like Jewish people again. No one should take anger against one or two individuals and transform that into hatred towards millions of innocent people. No Christian can be labelled anti-Semitic knowing Jesus is Jew. Thank you, Jonah Hill. I love you.
Who knew 21 Jump Street would have such a profound impact on someone that he can be like, oh, actually, I'm a racist piece of shit. I've been wrong this whole time.
Has Jonah Hill responded to this at all? I don't think he has.
Not yet. But watch this space because I'm very interested to see what happens. And like I said before, you can't just post this. Like Kanye can't just post this and say, hey, it's all good. Actually, I love them. It's all fine. We can't just cast hate on a whole entire group of people. Not on.
Jeez, you wait until he sees War Dogs.
One of his finer films.
It's going to change his life.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.